called Jehovah's Witnesses. It was brought to my attention the last time. Brother Pinkerton came up to me and he said that the last time we were having a talk on the tree of Ezekiel and the fact that it pertained to the amount of adultery that was going to be taking place at the time of the end. In the audience, there were a few of you that were jeering and sneering. Well, I do have to, because maybe you think that R-rated movies are better than talks on the stage here at the Kingdom Hall, we have a few words to say. Last week we've had a certain incident that has taken place with Brother Bentley's daughter. Brother Bentley's daughter had better things to do than being here at the Kingdom Hall on a Monday night, and so she decided that she could make herself more beautified by getting breast implants. Well, why would you get breast implants unless you're a whore? Brother Bentley came and we talked about this, and we found out why. We found out exactly why. Well, there was a person on the football team, Brad Bungard, and he invited her to the all-night bar. And she went there, and sure enough, the Bachman and Turner Overdrive was playing, and there was the right music and the right lights, and sure enough, she thought that Bob Bungard was smarter than her parents. So Bob said, yeah, you know what? You could go very far in the world with breast implants. And also, yeah, breast implants. Oh, yeah, that would be great. You know, Brother Bentley, he raised a daughter so that he could have his daughter get breast implants, didn't he? So that, and then he could walk and whatnot. So anyway, Bob Bungard seemed to have more wisdom than Paul Bentley. Brothers, our breast implants, well, and I just like to say that in Ezekiel 3:19, there was a tree, and it had branches, and those branches symbolized what would happen at the time of the end. And what produced on those trees were mangoes. And these mangoes represent breast transplants. Yeah, it's a big joke, isn't it? Well, I'll tell you one thing. As Sister Smooty said, I'll be darned if I'll have my daughter have breast implants. Now, yeah, it's all very fine to look our best in public, look our best, very best in public, yes. You know, Vogue magazine, oh yeah. Listen to Barry Manilow music. You're in a disco. You're swaying back and forth and whatnot. This is what Satan wants. And you know, yeah, no, you may think that, oh yeah, your father doesn't know that breast implants are bad. What we're saying is, yeah, go ahead, get them. Get them. Go, all you sisters, get them. But then don't come to me or the elders and say, oh, these men are just interested in me for my big breasts. But this is the thing. Sister Smooty brought to our attention that Paul Bentley's daughter was the next time singing. Well, Sister Smooty saw the daughter out with Brad Bungard, and their hands were around each other. And you know, at first it's all right. when you go out to a worldly bar. You're with these people, fair enough. And then suddenly, sodomy's no big deal. Yeah, no big deal. Oh no, we're all doing it. So in order we're afraid that we're going to have to kick Brother Bentley's daughter out of the church, and we hate to do this, but we're afraid that this has happened so many times in the past. Young daughters, oh, I know better. I know better than my father. Daniel 2:6 says that at the time of the end, there would be those that would be going to poetry readings, basing R-rated movies. And at first they'd say, well, what's wrong with one? What's wrong with one night at the poetry night? What's wrong with one X-rated movie? Well, let me tell you what's wrong with one X-rated movie. And I'm afraid that it had to come down to this. But, we have brothers here that are so devoted. We've got brothers that are just the marvel of the world. Brother Snoopy, Sister Edinburgh, whatnot. Those brothers would give their right arm not to see their daughter with a breast implant. And we hate to make announcements like this, but due to illicit conduct and we're afraid that we're going to have to disfellowship Paul Bentley's daughter. We hate to make comments like this. But I don't want to dwell on the negative. I want to dwell on the positive. Brother Emo Koldewski had 3 Bible studies this week because he has a new way that he can stick his foot in the door before they shut it. And now this brother was a masturbator, and now this brother has cleaned up his act. He's washing, he's studying English, he's studying the Bible. But I'll tell you one thing. You may think that us elders here at the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses are, we're all wet. We may be your parents. Well, let me say one thing. You sit there and you jeer and you sneer when your elders get up here. And you tell me that, Botton and Turner Overdrive is where it's at. Yeah, it's where it's at. Brothers. Satan's pleased. Satan's very pleased. Now, Sister Connie Bentley is going to play the closing song tonight, and it's Onward, You Great Marchers of Jehovah. And we call this the dessert.